somebody's offered you to watch, you know this is not the right place to be, so you're thinking to yourself, what's the language I need to use with the donor that maintains the relationship and yet allows me to do my ethical obligations? Now, of course, you get the regardless. So, 3 and 4 help you underscore that.
But 21, I think we're looking at, or in that section at least, compensation.
Yep, absolutely. So that's another one. I'm not saying only 3 and 4.
I think for me it was more the disclosing, because oftentimes I'll think it's software and rather than just about more, I usually tell it either a manager or just FYI.
Yep. But I mean, it's interesting that in this case it was a stark example, it's a gold watch. But what's the difference between that and tickets to an event you can't get to? Or tickets to an event period? Or anything?
Join them at a table at their...
Right, or joining them at a table. And yet we do that.
Joining them at a table, though, I think is networking and conversation. That's not the same.
No, but I'm just saying. That,
you know, but tickets to an event without them is different.
Okay, let's come back together. Okay, so you've had a chance to chat a little bit about the elderly gentleman and the gold watch. And Vincent, would you be a spokesperson for your group?
Sure.
What do you think? What would you do?
Well, it's not that what I would do. Our group, and I think most fundraisers would agree that there's a problem with this. Not necessarily a problem with it was offered, but there would be a problem if it was accepted. And if you wanted to use the Code of Ethical Principles and Standards as some of your benchmarks to address that in the relationship with the donor, either you have a full understanding of the code or you don't, and you go back and you review. But there's a number of standards within the AFP Principles and Standards that would help you phrase that comment back to the donor on why you couldn't accept the watch. You can have some discussions, and we didn't agree as a group on all of those, but members shall effectively disclose all potential and actual conflicts. Members shall not exploit any relationship with the donor, and members shall not accept compensation. 3 and 4 and 21, and I'm sure there's others who didn't agree, but there's enough there to bolster what most of us would already do. That's not something you can do.
Okay, very good. This group, Sharon.
I wanted to say, I think our group probably agreed with the Vincent's group, and I think there was a discussion that maybe for some nominal thing, like Joe was saying, like maybe something small. I mean, I think a lot of us have been taken out for lunch as a thank you or something, that we accepted.
To a show.
Yeah, or something like that, something small.
I got a car. Oh, sorry.
But I think we're in agreement that, something more significant than that, I don't think it's appropriate.
Excellent. Very good. Well, I want to just tell you one thing. I did withhold a little bit of information. Something happened. These are both excellent answers. Something happened before the development officer met with the donor. The donor called the university president, offered him the same watch, and the president accepted. So just think about this. I don't want you to respond. Just think about, would that change to yourself? Would that change how you would interpret that? So what I want to say is that there's a lot of gray area. And there's a lot of different factors that can really influence your decisions. So what I want to do is just to close and talk about one key phrase of the AFP code I take a look at very closely. Even the appearance of criminal offense or impropriety, that's really key to me. So I encourage you to really think about that. And if you haven't adopted the Donor Bill of Rights or the AFP Code of Ethics within your organizations, talk about that within your organizations and see if that's something that you think would be appropriate to take on and really send a strong signal to your supporters. So thank you very much.
Excellent.